Right, so I'm back at Trinity Beach after an absence of about 2 years. I stayed here for a week in a resort, the Dolphin Club Resort, I think it's called, something like that. Anyway, the beach is down that way, and I'm heading towards where I've got to do my first of 3 inspections. This is Super Saturday for me. 3 home inspections in a couple of hours, and as I say, I haven't been here for 2 years because it's quite a bus trip to get up here, 3/4 an hour. Very convoluted, goes right through all the suburban area, which is sort of wends its way around corners everywhere and up and down little hills, and reasonably picturesque. And the scenery is fantastic up here. Heading up from Cairns Central to just to Smithfield, which is the major shopping centre in this area. There were, all the cane fields were flowering, and there's lots of water on the sides, and the hills as a backdrop are really beautiful. And it's a picture perfect postcard day. So it's pretty hard to knock. This place I'm going to look at looks like it's a reasonable distance from the beach, which will be maybe one of its only downfalls, and one of the reasons is probably maybe a little cheaper for what it is. It's also a resort style place, so the problem there is you might get some rowdy neighbours who are holiday makers, who don't really give a rat's much, as opposed to permanent residents. So here's another one of these resorts. That's Marlin Cove there it is. So just up to Marlin Cove, that's where I stayed last time. And that's where the bus comes down that road there. So what I'm doing now is just walking down the road a little further. So we're not too far from the beach here. That's good news. I've got tour desk signs and everything. It's very, very tourist orientated. But look, it's a lovely area here, and it just, I've been thinking to myself, there are major conveniences being in Cairns Central. You've got all the major department stores, you've got the hospital, everything's sort of in walking distance, and that's great. But the streetscape here is amazing. And there is a beautiful beach just down the other direction. So, okay, that's 54. So, holiday apartments abound everywhere, as you can see. On that side, they're more suburban, but over here, this is pretty typical of what you'll see around here. Lots of these sort of suburban, or these holiday type apartments, I should say. Heading down further down to where the first inspection is, which is around, I think it's number 72, so I'm up to about 50, so, still probably got a block or so to go. There's also sports grounds just a bit further down here, and even though it may be further from the beach, it does have the advantage of being near a mini shopping mall area, which provides presumably basics. I would always prefer to do most of my shopping at the supermarket, mainly because I'm a bit of a tight ass and I don't want why pay more when you can get stuff at a supermarket for less. And I mean, it's only like a 25-minute bus ride, and the bus doesn't cost you much. I'd even toy with possibility of, and I've been thinking about this, of getting an electric trike. They're not cheap, they cost about $3,000, but they've got a bit of grunt in them, they move, and it would give me total independence, which I've really never had. I've never had a driver's license. But in an area like this, you could actually, you could use one of those quite safely, because the footpaths are fairly good, and they're not that wide. They can go down footpaths, and the battery lasts a fair while, and they only keep dropping in price and improving in range. So the technology is getting better. I'm not against all the renewables, I might add, but I just think they've got a way to go. But this is one area where I think maybe they're getting a niche. Here we go, here. It's called, Seaforth at Trinity. That's the, this is the actual place here. So, nothing spectacular here with the car park. It's not too far from the beach. The interiors are good, but it's on a sort of a one level. It's the best is for last in this this day. I've got 3 properties I'm looking at, and the last one is a triple level one, just behind the beach, literally one block behind the beach, and it's not going to be super cheap, but then again, it's pretty damn good. But look, it's a really nice area. It's very quiet. It all depends what you're looking for, I suppose. And my age, I'm not really into the party scene at all. Not that I ever have been, to be honest. But it's not something I need. I don't need to be in the central part of Cairns. I don't even do the pub thing. I haven't done that for ages. I haven't gone down to PJ's. Viewing went very successfully. That place I just looked at really ticked all the boxes.